Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
We were discussing about the endomembrane system found in eukaryotic cells. Which are the different organelles coming under endomembrane system? Naureen?
Endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, vacuoles, and Golgi complex.
These are the 4 organelles which are included under endomembrane system, and we discussed about endoplasmic reticulum. Which are the 2 types of endoplasmic reticulum? Sania?
Rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum.
What is the difference between both?
Rough has ribosomes on their surface. Smooth one doesn't have ribosomes.
One more difference is there. Can you tell me, Nandana, which is the next difference between rough and smooth in terms of function?
It helps in detoxification in reverse.
In terms of the main function. Who can tell me?
Protein synthesis
Protein
is through rough endoplasmic reticulum.
of?
Yes, ma'am.
Because of the presence of what?
Ribosomes.
Whereas smooth will produce?
Lipids.
Good. So let us continue. So we are going to start with Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex also we say. These are also network of so many flat disc-shaped sacs or cisternae. And these structures form a network, reticulum. It means a network. So reticular structure, and it comprises of disc-shaped structures, flat disc-shaped structures. You call them as cisternae. And the diameter of these structures is between 0.5 μm to 1 μm. And these are arranged, as you can see in the picture, they are arranged one above the other, or they are arranged parallel to each other. They are stacked one above the other. So Golgi complex or Golgi apparatus consists of flat disc-shaped sacs which are arranged parallelly to each other, and you call these structures as cisternae, and the diameter of these structures is between 0.5 μm to 1 μm. These were first observed by Camillo Golgi in 1898. And cisternae, these structures, these flat disc-shaped structures bound by membrane, they are concentrically arranged. So once it is present near the nucleus, so when these structures are found near the nucleus, they will be arranged in concentric. You know what is meant by concentric arrangement? Yes or no? Do you know what is meant by concentric arrangement?
Yes, ma'am.
So they will be arranged in concentrically or in concentric fashion near the nucleus. So cisternae will be arranged concentrically near the nucleus. They have 2 phases. So cisternae, they are provided with 2 distinct phases. One side you call it a cis phase, and the other one is trans phase. So cis phase is the convex phase, and trans phase is the concave phase. And there is one more name for these phases: forming phase and maturing phase. So formation of vesicles. Vesicles are some bag-like structures. Last year or 10th standard, 9th standard you have learned. Vesicles, small bag-like structures are known as vesicles. So here you can see vesicles getting pinched off. So those structures are known as vesicles. So vesicles are being formed. A formation takes place here, and the maturation of the vesicles takes place in the concave trans phase. So I'll repeat once again. These are Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex. It consists of reticular structures comprising of flat disc-shaped structures which are arranged parallelly to each other. You call them as cisternae, and near the nucleus these are concentrically arranged, and it got the name Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex because it was first observed by Camillo Golgi in 1898. So after the scientists, the organelle got this name, and you can demarcate or distinguish two phases for this structure or for this organelle. There is a cis phase and trans phase. The convex surface, so the convex cis phase, and the other side is concave side, that is we call it as concave trans phase. And cis phase is also known as forming phase, and the other side, trans phase, is known as maturing phase. So this forming and maturing is with regard to the vesicle. So we will be learning about it. So hope you have got the points. Now moving on to the next slide. And these two are, even though these are entirely different, cis and trans phases are entirely different, but they are interconnected. There is some connection or there is some association between these two, even though they are entirely different in terms of shape, function, etc. Now, these are very closely associated with endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi apparatus is so in the beginning itself, we told about endomembrane system. These organelles come under endomembrane system because they are working together. There is some coordination between these four organelles, and it is closely associated with the endoplasmic reticulum. And let's see how it is closely associated. So materials, you know that in endoplasmic reticulum, different materials, lipids, proteins, all these are being formed in the endoplasmic reticulum. And these need to be packed in the vesicles. They have to be packaged. Why it has to be packaged? Why do you pack things to transport it to some place? So same is the case. Those materials which are produced in the endoplasmic reticulum, they should be packed inside the vesicle so that it can be transported to different parts of the cell. So that packaging in the form of vesicles will be taking place with the help of Golgi apparatus. So those materials coming from the endoplasmic reticulum, they'll be fusing with the cis phase, and then they will slowly move towards the trans phase, and from the trans phase these vesicles will be pinched off upon maturation, upon completion of procedure. So in these vesicles, not only storage, modification of these substances, and even packaging, that we already said, things will be stored over there and it can undergo modification inside the Golgi apparatus, and it also helps in packaging and transportation. So once again, the materials, the different materials which are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum, they need to be packed as vesicles. So for that, they will be fusing with the cis phase. And from the cis phase, they'll be slowly moving towards the trans phase where they get matured. Then proteins which are synthesized by the ribosomes on the endoplasmic reticulum. This much you know. The first part of the sentence you know. Ribosomes are present, are found attached to rough endoplasmic reticulum. Its function is to produce or release or synthesize proteins. These are modified in the cisternae. So some modification, the proteins which are released from the, we said that the materials which are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum, they need to be packed in the form of vesicles. So for that, they'll be coming and fusing with the cis phase of the Golgi apparatus. And when this happens, when the proteins come and fuse or they enter the Golgi apparatus, inside the cisternae, they undergo some modification. They undergo some changes before they come out or before they get matured and get pinched off from the trans phase. So they, as I already told you, they help in storage, modification and packaging. They help the substances to get packed in the form of vesicles, and but when these substances are there inside the Golgi apparatus, they undergo some modifications also. Got it? So how they are associated, this you can include under the functions also. Or if it is specifically asked, why do you say that endoplasmic reticulum is closely associated with the Golgi apparatus? This interaction, or why these are very closely associated, you can mention it. Actually come under the functions. Okay, once again, the materials which have to be packed, or which are produced, which are released from the endoplasmic reticulum and which need to be packed as vesicles, they'll come and fuse with the cis phase, and they will come out through the, or they'll move towards the trans phase, and from the trans phase they'll get pinched off. And proteins which are synthesized by the ribosomes present on the rough endoplasmic reticulum, once they enter the Golgi apparatus inside the cisternae, inside these structures, they undergo some modification. Hence, Golgi apparatus, you can say it is closely associated with endoplasmic reticulum. Then the other functions, packaging of materials. They can pack them in vesicles. They pack the materials. And why they are packing the materials? So that they can be transported to different intracellular targets, means within the cell or outside the cell. Either intracellular targets or extracellular or intercell, anywhere, okay, outside the cell or within the cell also, these materials can be transported. So for that, they need to be packed. So that packing takes place in the Golgi apparatus. It is an important site where glycolipids and glycoproteins are being formed. Both of them are, as the name suggests, glyco, that part indicates carbohydrate, lipids, lipids, fats, and glycoproteins, carbohydrate as well as proteins, a combination of both. Okay, glycoproteins and glycolipids, and these are the sites where these substances are formed. And apart from that, you have even learned some more functions in class 9. One is already we mentioned, storage, modification, and packaging of products. Then formation of lysosomes. This is the organelle where the lysosomes are formed. Lysosome is yet another organelle. You'll be learning about it. So formation of lysosomes, then formation of complex sugars from simple sugars. So that you can include under these points, glycolipids and glycoproteins. Those are also a type of carbohydrate associated with other compounds, or else you can write these help in the formation of complex sugars from simple sugars, and even the formation of lysosomes. Those 2 points you've learned in class 9. Remaining points are discussed here. Then lysosomes. About lysosomes only, I just mentioned it is in the Golgi apparatus that the lysosomes formation will take place. And lysosomes, they are unique organelles. They are membrane bound vesicles. So vesicles, as I told you, some small bag-like structures, and they are formed as a result of the packaging process in in Golgi apparatus. So it is in the Golgi apparatus as a result of the packaging when these different products are being packaged. So there, this is formed in the Golgi apparatus. So lysosomes are membrane bound structures formed in the Golgi apparatus. Do you remember any other points you have learned about lysosomes? Any other point? Very unique points you have learned about this particular organelle. Some special names are there for these structures. Anybody is remembering? Anybody? Nandana, Sania, Punya?
I don't remember the name, I remember the function.
Then tell.
Something is released through it and then it ends up eating the other parts of the cell.
Then there is a special name.
Suicide bag.
Yes, they are known as suicide bags. So that point is not mentioned, I think, in your textbook. Anyway, we'll be seeing all that. So next point, these are rich in all types of hydrolytic enzymes that you have learned in class 9. They contain, or they store, some powerful enzymes, powerful hydrolytic enzymes. And these enzymes examples are, or the group of enzymes or hydrolytic enzymes, we even call it as hydrolases. It includes lipases, which will break down lipids, proteases, which breaks down proteins, carbohydrates, which help in breaking down carbohydrates, And these enzymes are active at acidic pH. You know that each enzyme has got a optimum pH where their activity will be maximum, and these hydrolytic enzymes, they work perfectly at, or their optimum pH is acidic pH. Okay, and because of these enzymes, lysosomes are capable of cleaning the cell. They act as a waste disposal system. So anything entering the cell or any damaged organelles are there in the cell, so they will digest all these structures. Foreign particles or any broken organelles or damaged organelles, all that will be digested by the enzymes present in lysosomes. So they help in cleaning the cell, keeping the cell clean, or they keep the cell clean, or they act as a waste disposal system. And we even call these organelles as suicide bags. You know the meaning of suicide, to kill oneself, that is known as suicide. And why do you call them as suicide bags? Because when there is a disturbance in the cellular metabolism, or imagine that the cell got damaged. So what lysosomes will do is, in such a situation, these lysosomes, actually lysosome is the organelle present in that damaged cell, or the cell which we are speaking about. So in such a case, when the cell is damaged or some metabolic activities are disturbed, they'll break open. Lysosomes will break open and they will release powerful enzymes. It is filled with all these strong enzymes. These enzymes are actually synthesized by rough endoplasmic reticulum, and it will release these enzymes. And what the enzymes will do, they will digest the cell in which it is present. So it will not have any existence, because its own home, the where it was present, the cell where it was present, that will get digested. So it is like killing one cell. So we call them as suicide bags. The powerful enzymes present in lysosomes are capable of digesting carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acid. So they can engulf, or they can digest all these substances. Okay, they are very powerful digestive enzymes. So with that, we have completed lysosomes. Lysosomes and Golgi apparatus. Any doubts, children? No. Okay. So let me finish the vacuoles, then we will have a review, because then all the four structures.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you repeat the last point?
Last point. They are capable of digesting carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acid. They are that powerful that they can digest all these substances. Okay. Was that Naureen?
Nia.
Okay. Now, vacuoles. Vacuoles are membrane-bound structures found in the cytoplasm, and they contain water, sap, excretory products, and other waste materials also. So water, it can be stored or it can be filled with water. Sap means a fluid. It can contain water, sugars, salts, amino acids. So when all these substances are present along with water, you call that fluid as sap. So this can be filled with cell sap, water, or some excretory products. And the vacuole is covered by a membrane, single membrane. It is not having any double membrane as in many of the organelles. Here there is a single membrane, and you call this membrane as tonoplast. And tonoplast is having a unique ability to pump ions and other materials into the vacuole against the concentration gradient. So they don't follow any concentration gradient. Against the concentration gradient means from a region of lower concentration to a region of higher concentration. They are capable of pumping ions and other materials. So as a result, so inside the vacuole, the concentration of these substances will be more. because of the presence of tonoplast. What does the tonoplast do? They will pump ions and other materials into the vacuole against the concentration gradient. So because of this tonoplast pumping ions and other materials into the vacuole, the concentration of ions inside the vacuole will be more when compared to other parts of the cytoplasm. Then vacuoles in plants, we said, you have learned, I think, 9th standard, and these vacuoles are filled with some substance, and they provide rigidity and support to the plant cells. Rigidity and turgidity. When something is filled with these fluid and all, it becomes turgid. So it is imparting turgidity, that stiffness and rigidity to the plant cells. So it is not only found in plant cells, you can find them in animal cells also. So see here, in amoeba also we have two types of vacuoles you can find. See, food vacuole, contractile vacuole. So both of them, this is a picture of amoeba and paramecium. So contractile vacuole you can find here. Even food vacuoles are found in amoeba. So both of them are protozoans or come under protista. So in protist, these vacuoles help in excretion as well as in uh, engulfing food particles, like in amoeba and all, they will help in taking in food particles or engulfing. That you have learned how amoeba is capturing its prey. So even in paramecium also, food vacuoles as well as contractile vacuoles are present, and contractile vacuoles help in excretion, and food vacuoles help in engulfing food particles. So not only in plant cells, animal cells do have vacuoles, but they differ in their functions. So with that, we have completed the 4 organelles included under endomembrane system. So whatever we have covered, we will have a quick recap. We started with Golgi apparatus. We started with Golgi apparatus, and we learned that it's having a reticular structure. It's made up of flat disc-shaped sacs. Diameter is 0.5 to 1. First observed by Camillo Golgi, and the cisternae, when these are arranged near the nucleus, it will be in a concentric form, concentric fashion, and they are having 2 distinct phases, convexus phase or the forming phase, and the concave trans or the maturing phase. And these 2 phases are entirely different in terms of the shape, function, but they are interconnected, because only if the substances reach the forming phase, they'll get matured and released out from the maturing phase. Then we learned about the association of Golgi apparatus with endoplasmic reticulum. So the materials from the endoplasmic reticulum, they'll fuse with the cis phase and they will move towards the trans phase, from where they will be released out. And the proteins which are synthesized by the ribosomes, they undergo modification within the cisternae of Golgi apparatus. And once the modification is completed, they'll be released out from the trans phase. Then we learned about the functions. They help in packaging of materials, and these materials packaged will be transported to intracellular targets or even outside the cell. It is very important for the formation of glycolipids and glycoproteins. Then we discussed about lysosomes, which act as the waste disposal system. They keep the cell clean by digesting all the foreign particles, damaged cell organelles, etc. They are membrane-bound vesicles formed in Golgi apparatus. Then they contain different type of hydrolytic enzymes like proteases, carbohydrases, lipases, which are active at acidic pH, and they can digest the different biomolecules like carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. And you even call them as suicide bags, because when there is a disturbance in the cellular metabolism or when the cell is damaged, these structures will burst, releasing the enzymes, and those enzymes will digest the cell in which it is present. And then we learned about vacuoles. Vacuoles are also membrane bound and they contain water, sap, excretory products, etc. And they have a membrane on a stonoplast. And stonoplast is having the ability to pump ions and minerals into the vacuole against the concentration gradient. As a result, when compared to other parts of the cytoplasm, they'll be having a better concentration of ions. Then we learned about their functions. It provides rigidity and turgidity to the plant cell. They help in excretion. The contractile vacuoles found in animals, for example, amoeba, they help in excretion, and those food vacuoles found in protists help in engulfing, taking in the food particle. And it is inside the food vacuole that the food gets digested. Okay. So with that, we have completed the endomembrane system. So before we proceed to the next organelle, quickly summarize what we learned. So we'll start with the Golgi apparatus. What happened to 8 of them? 8 are absent.
Divya ma'am. Divya ma'am.
Yes, yes, Nandana.
Ma'am, could you explain about vacuoles, the connection went in between?
Okay, so vacuoles are membrane bound structures, and these vacuoles, they will store water, sap, and the sap means water along with glucose, amino acids, salts, etc. So either it can store water as such, or it can be stored with sap or even some excretory substances. And vacuole is covered by a membrane, single membrane. You call it a stonoplast, Stonoplast. And these stonoplast, or the stonoplast is capable of pumping ions and other materials into the vacuole against the concentration gradient. So as a result, when you compare the other parts of the cytoplasm, vacuole will be having a higher concentration of ions because of this ability of the membrane covering it, that is stonoplast. And different functions of vacuoles include providing rigidity and turgidity to the plant cells. In animal cells, vacuoles like food vacuoles and contractile vacuoles are present. And contractile vacuoles are helping in excretion, and food vacuoles help in engulfing food particles. Okay. So who is going to start? Anna, start with Golgi apparatus.
It is flat disc-shaped sacs or
What do you
cystine.
call it? Cistern. Then Rijas, next point.
It was discovered by Camillo Golgi.
Okay. Nia?
Cristae are arranged concentratedly near nucleus.
Cistern. Arranged concentrically
Near nucleus.
Next point, Vidur.
Cisternae have two distinct phases, convex cis or forming phase and concave trans or the mature phase.
Then Evelyn.
They are associated with Golgi apparatus.
Oh yes, Evelyn.
They are associated with endoplasmic reticulum.
Endoplasmic reticulum. Then
They are associated.
How they are associated with endoplasmic reticulum?
Materials.
Who is saying? Evelyn, no? Materials?
The proteins with by the cis, and it will be released through trans.
So modification of the protein synthesized in endoplasmic reticulum takes place here. Then Naureen.
The packaging of materials to be delivered either to the intracellular targets or secretion to the outside of the cell.
or to the out or to outside the cell, which has to be or which have to be excreted or secreted to outside the cell. Then Punya, about lysosomes.
They are called suicide bags.
Hmm.
They have a high acidic pH concentration of hydrolipases, which contain carbohydrates,
See,
proteases, and lipases.
you can say carbohydrate plus aces, carbohydrates, lipases, proteases, etc. What is the role of these enzymes, Gayatri?
They work as cleaning up the cell by digesting the foreign particles and damage and all.
They can break down all the substances like carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, etc. Then next point, Sharon.
The powerful enzymes present in lysosomes are capable of digesting carbohydrates, lipids.
That point I said. Next is what? Why do you call them a suicide bags, Sharon? Why do you call lysosomes as suicide bags?
They digest all the materials.
For that we call it as suicide bags. There is a special reason why we are calling it as suicide bags. Malavika. Sharon, listen. Malavika.
After the digestion, they burst.
When there is a disturbance in the cellular metabolism, lysosomes will burst. Then, after bursting, what will happen?
The worn out cells are stored in that.
Speak properly. I'm not.
The worn out cells are stored in that.
No. Who can tell? Nandana? Why do you
The powerful enzymes eat up the whole cell, they digest the whole cell itself.
Digest the whole cell in which it is present in case there is a disturbance in the cellular metabolism. Okay. So that was about lysosomes, and then we discussed about vacuoles. So summarize the points. Anna, vacuoles. What are vacuoles?
Membrane-bound spaces in cytoplasm.
Membrane-bound structures scattered in the cytoplasm. And what do they store? Vidur, what do they store? Inside the vacuoles, what are the substances which get stored?
Ions.
Only ions? Evelyn, what are the substances stored?
Water, excretory product, sap.
Excretory products, sap. What were they, Vidur? What are the different substances which get stored? Vidur, I want you to listen to others when they say, not read the text at that time. Yes, Vidur, continue.
Water, sap,
and excretory substances. If you had listened to her, rather than referring the textbook, you would have got it. What are the different functions of vacuoles? Nia?
Provide rigidity.
And turgidity. Okay, Gayatri, another point.
In the plants cells and animal cells, they have two types of vacuoles, food vacuoles and contractile vacuoles.
What is their function? What are their functions? Contractile vacuole help in? Contractile vacuoles help in excretion. And
food vacuoles help in engulfing the food particles.
Are you noting down the points when these are discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
That is why you're finding it difficult, no? Okay, please note it down in the rough note. Okay, just rough. Even if you refer these points later or not, it's okay. But to maintain the attention, you keep on writing the main points. Okay, thank you, children. Thank you.
Thank you.